is to identify those treasures, whether it's on the roadshow, or whether it's when I'm just working in a private manner, is to really find those treasures in the attic, in the basement, wherever they may be, and to educate people about their value and their history.
Caroline, on the other hand, what have you found most difficult about your career?
Without question.
Okay.
The most difficult thing is to tell people that they've been the victims of art fraud.
How common is that, art fraud?
More common than one would think. It's quite common, actually. There is a past director of the Met, Thomas Hoving, who said 40% of what he saw in his career was fake.
Well, isn't it true that there are many works in museums that are fake, or that
Absolutely.
have been shown to be of questionable vintage?
Yes. Because, as I mentioned, these fakes are so well done that they can go under the radar of curators, under the radar of even people like myself sometimes, and therefore sometimes it requires a consensus of opinion by more than one person, more than one expert.
Have you ever been tripped up on one and found that you thought it was real and it wasn't?
Yes, I have.
I guess it could happen to anyone, but what, in the final moments, would be some advice that you would give perhaps to a collector, perhaps to someone who's, just getting interested in the field of whether it's couture or art? What are some words of wisdom that you could provide for our viewers in this area?
I think if a person's objective, is to acquire pieces and to grow a collection, that they really want to make sure that they get the best possible advice from an art advisor, an art appraiser, and make sure that that person is really an expert in their field. It can really save them a lot of money and a lot of heartache down the road.
Do you ever go shopping with people? And in other words, you have a client who's looking for certain art. Will you ever go with them? And
I do. I take clients to New York. More often than not, it's New York, because I can take them to the specialists that I know in the auction houses when major auctions are being conducted, like the Picasso sale that we just discussed. And also I know the galleries, and I can take them to the leading galleries, in the areas of collecting that they're most interested in.
Can you ever get them a discount, or it doesn't work that way?
I negotiate for them. I negotiate sales, whether somebody is deaccessioning and needs to sell something, or whether they're acquiring something. I help negotiate those sales for them to get the best possible value.
So you can really help in many respects.
That's right.
Caroline, I want to thank you for being my guest on Practical Law.
Henry.
I want to thank you for watching Practical Law.